Welcome back to Winter Day 22 of the Stardew Valley Min-Max and 100% Perfection Guide. Last time, we managed to complete a huge variety of goals, including the museum and missing bundle, and we had ended the day briefly at the volcano to collect some Cinder Shards, but also so that we could wake up here on the island today to get an early start at the volcano to collect even more Cinder Shards and make it to the forge in order to combine some of our new rings, including another Iridium Band and the Savage Ring. We will also be selecting a new key challenge from the Golden Walnut Room, which will be the Danger in the Deep quest, and we will get a head start on that at the end of this day. We will also take care of some other goals, including catching the legendary Mutant Carp, giving out gifts, and gathering some more resources. You may have noticed a lack of in-game sound for this day, and that is unfortunately because I forgot to hit the record button separate from the stream button when playing this day. But thankfully I could download the stream footage from YouTube and use that here. I would normally just restart the day in these circumstances, but you'll shortly see that we have pretty outstanding luck today, and I would really like to keep this day in the run. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started with Winter Day 22, which is a bat luck day. I didn't check the TV on this run to save just a small amount of time since the TV on the island is slightly up from my bed, but I did check the TV on previous attempts and it was a bat luck day, which may impact our volcano run a bit, but we will still try our best. As you just saw, we did select the Danger in the Deep quest from the Golden Walnut Room, and we are pretty lucky here, and we did get a snake vertebrae, which we have not gotten yet, as one of the fossils we need to donate to the Field Island office. Another noteworthy thing we just did this morning was mine the mussel rocks, and we did get a golden walnut from one of them, which should be our last golden walnut from the mussel rocks. We also got some coral before heading to the walnut room, and that pretty much completed our early island morning loop here around the island farm area, and we should be ready to head to the dig site first before we head to the volcano. There are some bone nodes and some artifact spots we can dig up here, and most notably a glistening spot in the river here which we can pan. And we do get very lucky with the fossilized tail. The fossilized tail can only be found from panning at the dig site river here, so we did fulfill that objective and got the fossilized tail now, so we can donate that to the Field Island office tent right here. We'll quickly first dig up the ginger and the artifact spot here. Unfortunately, we can't really do both at the same time, but that's okay. We got a snake skull, which we already had some of those, but we can go ahead and just donate this one right here for convenience. And that puts us at needing only one more snake vertebrae, which is found from artifact spots on the farm area of Ginger Island. And we also will need the fossilized spine, which can be found from fishing in the dig site river or digging artifact spots at the southern beach. Our goal now is to head to the volcano to get lots of Cinder Shards and hopefully some Dragon's Teeth as well, as we will be needing 10 of those for the Warp Obelisk eventually. And with those Cinder Shards, we'll be able to combine some of our rings. We'll be able to combine our Luck Ring and the Iridium Band, and then we can combine our Hot Java Ring and the Savage Ring, which will be nice. And we will go ahead and take our time here to slay these lava lurkers here, because there is a 1 out of 10 chance they will drop a dragon tooth, and with the burglar's ring, that 1 out of 10 chance will be rolled twice. So we did get very lucky there with a dragon tooth, and then we'll try to slay this one here. They do take quite a bit longer to slay if you don't get lucky, and they stay under the lava like that one did for a while. But once it comes up, we can just smash and then spam the left click button to deal lots of damage at once. And you did see that we did get very lucky and got a dragon tooth from both of them. We made it to floor 2, and we will ignore most of the rocks here. We don't need to bomb them or anything right now, but I will mine a gold ore node, of course, because we're always in need of more gold. I will probably ignore most of the enemies, but the magma spirits I will try to slay, since we will need to eventually fulfill the goal of slaying 150 of them for the Monster Slayer eradication goal. And of course our main purpose here is to collect Cinder Shards, and the Magma Spirits drop those as well, and there are Cinder Shard nodes, which even better, as we did just a little bit ago there, we blew one up with the Napalm Ring slaying a Magma Spirit, so lining those up will always be nice. Right here, we do get some more lava lurkers here. Unfortunately, neither of them drop a dragon tooth, but they still are worth it to slay since there is always a chance. Right here, we find another Cinder Shard node, and I will start to mine it because I don't know if I can necessarily line up the Magma Spirit Slay here over it with the Burglar's Ring. I might accidentally miss, so in between hitting them, it makes sense to still mine the node to begin with, and that's what we kind of did there. We are now on floor 3 of the volcano, and there doesn't look to be anything interesting right here, so we will try to rush ahead. There are some rocks in our way, so we will have to mine some of them, and if I come across an enemy that's directly in my path like that, as you can see, I'll just tank damage through it to save time. There is a dragon's tooth down here, spawned as a forgeable in the bone remains, and I do find that those are always the easiest way to get dragon's teeth because you will often see the dragon's tooth there. The lava lurkers only have a 1 out of 10 chance of dropping them, which is not all that great of a chance. I will lay a bomb down here because there are quite a few nodes, including a Cinder Shard node, and it will also affect the enemy, including the lava lurker here, so we'll deal some damage to that. We'll switch to rings to slay the lava lurker here with. I do another ring swap here to my iridium band to help with picking up the items from the bomb explosion, and then back to the napalm ring again and burglar's ring when slaying the enemies. And the lava lurker here, they are pretty annoying to deal with because you have to wait for them to unsubmerge themselves from the lava, but right there we use our smash attack and are able to slay it, and do get lucky with a 4th dragon's tooth, making it to the 4th floor now. There is a button there, so I will immediately go for that because if there's a button, you'll almost always need to press it down to be able to advance to the next floor. And this floor is actually a bit of a smaller one. I will just backtrack here rather than trying to spray the watering can across more lava because that does take time to charge up the watering can, so it's usually faster to just backtrack and then go around without having to go across the lava. And then we do make it to floor 5 and just immediately make it to floor 6 now. I will go for the iridium node here and notice a magma Dougie, and I will always slay the Dougies because we need 30 of these, which seems like a small amount for the Monster Slayer goal, but these guys are fairly rare and hard to come across, so I will try to slay them whenever I do see them. And with the napalm ring, it actually destroyed the iridium node for us, which is nice. We'll then head towards the right because I always find breaking the rocks in the path is faster than using the watering can to traverse the lava, which we would have to the left or the center. And there is a lava lurker over here, so of course we'll go for that. And this time I am going to equip my savage ring. Unfortunately, the drops do disappear in the lava, and one of them was a dragon's tooth, so that is very sad, but not much we can do. And just check out how much faster I go from that savage ring bonus. So once we get that combined with our hot java ring, it'll be very nice, but for now, I think I will continue to equip the savage ring rather than the hot java ring, just because this extra speed bonus makes a huge difference. So we'll go ahead and try to slay this slime right here. I do get low on health, I need to eat the magma cap, but now we have that +2 speed bonus stacked with our other speed bonuses, and we just travel so quickly. I do need to eat a coffee right now. I only have the spicy eel buff right now, so hopefully I notice that soon. And we do make it to floor 7 where we are met with quite a few magma spirits. I will probably take the time to slay all of them and blow up some of these rocks around me as well with the napalm ring. And it looks like I did originally miss that there was a button down here, but we do head down here to get the button while dealing with this magma spirit at the same time. I finally noticed that I do need to resupply my coffee buff, which I do, and since we slayed that magma spirit, we get the +2 speed bonus from the savage ring, and we just go super fast. Of course, that buff only lasts for 3 seconds, but it still does make a big difference because we're able to traverse quite a bit of the map in that time. We are now on floor 8, where there are quite a few magma caps, which are always nice for healing, and there was a button to step on in order to unlock the next level. I will go ahead and try to slay some of these magma spirits here that are attacking me, and then head up to the next floor, which is floor 9. On this type of floor, I know that a button is to the right across the lava area over here, so we will head there straight away, and I will burst open any crates along the way as well. Then we will try to make it so that we only use one watering can spray here, but I stood a bit too close and should have stood one tile to the left in order to do that, but that's okay. We just need to spray one more lava tile and we can make it across. And there are some enemies that we will keep slaying to keep that +2 speed bonus from the Savage Ring, which is nice. And we do get a common chest here with just a protection ring, which is not very exciting, so I will just throw that out right away. And that's pretty much it on this floor, so we do need to try to make it all the way around through those 2 doors to the left and then across that central room. And the fastest way to do this might be just going straight through, but I do try to slay some of these magma spirits at the same time, not only to get the count towards their monster slayer goal and the Cinder Shards, but also because we get the speed bonus every time we slay any enemy. After slaying some final enemies, we make it to the top of the volcano to the forge, where we can use our earned Cinder Shards to make some new ring combinations. I first combine another lucky ring with another iridium band, and we will wear 2 of these combinations most of the time for the +2 luck and iridium band effects, which do stack with each other when having 2 equipped. Then we combine the hot Java ring with the Savage ring, which makes sense since both rings involve slaying an enemy for a bonus, which pairs nicely with our combined napalm and burglar ring. So basically, we will have our default rings as our iridium band plus luck combination, and then our monster slaying rings, which we will equip before we slay a monster for the ring bonuses. Anyway, we managed to accomplish this volcano run in a very good amount of time, as it is only 2:20 p.m. and we started the volcano a bit after 8 a.m., meaning we spent just 6 in-game hours making it all the way up the volcano and grinding Cinder Shards and Dragon's Teeth. We did start with 29 Cinder Shards and ended with 57, meaning we gained 28 Cinder Shards in that time, and of course we spent 40 on ring combinations. We also managed to gain 4 Dragon's Teeth, which is a respectable amount for one run. Before we continue with the day by heading back to the valley, we do want to make a quick stop here at the island farm, get some of our stuff organized, and we will plant some of our taro tuber seeds we have here, and harvest some of the taro roots, and drop them off in the chest before we head out. And we will be heading out the beach way because we do want to get to the main valley beach. And unfortunately, we don't have any gifts for the NPCs here since we did start the day here at the island rather than back at the farm. But the main reason I do want to go to the valley beach is to check our crab pots. Unfortunately, we didn't bring any bait with us, but since we are right by Willy here, we can buy some bait with the small amount of money we have. And I also spent a bit of time here contemplating whether or not I should buy some crab pots, and I ended up turning in some quest reward money to get some G to buy some crab pots with, just because I really would like to have every fish before the end of this year. As you can see here, we do get a shrimp, which we have not gotten yet, so that's nice, but we still do need the crab and the lobster. So we go ahead and place down the new crab pots, bait all of them, including the old ones, and we're up to a total of 9 crab pots here now, so hopefully this will help get us the remaining crab pot fish we need. We'll now head into town to the special orders board since it is Monday, the start of a new quest week, so we can grab the curious substance, which requires finding an ectoplasm from the wizard here. This will unlock the recipe for the mini obelisk, and of course any recipes, we do need those, but Robin's project here just unlocks a buyable bed from her shop, so it really isn't necessary for us to complete that one. We'd much rather do the wizard one here. And basically the ectoplasm can be found from slaying any type of ghost. They all have a 9.5% chance of dropping it, so since we will be doing the danger in the deep quest and having to deal with some putrid ghosts, hopefully we'll be able to get one from one of those. And the mini obelisk reward is also pretty good because it acts as a teleporter that we can place just on our farm, and it allows us to get around our farm a little bit quicker. We might place one by our farm door, and then maybe one at the south of the farm by our fish ponds. That will probably be the most convenient places for them. But anyway, we have made it back to the farm where we will take care of some farm chores and then head down south over to the fish ponds here, where we can give the stingrays 7 Cinder Shards for some reason to fulfill their fish pond quest, and then head down by the secret woods where we will gather some hardwood. I do think the best days to get hardwood are the days where we are already doing a big variety of tasks, as it just adds one more stop in our many stops as we go around town. And I did want to make a quick stop at Marnie's Ranch to give Jazz and Shane a gift, as we do need some more friendship points with them, so we will head on over there. But first, dig up some of the winter forageables here, because having some more winter roots and snow yams could be useful in crafting more winter seeds, although I do believe our limiting factor is the crocus, so we'll see on that. But we do head into Marnie's Ranch, where we are met with a cutscene. This is Shane's 4-heart cutscene and can be activated at any time when entering Marnie's Ranch. We will wake Shane up with our watering can, but thankfully he doesn't get too annoyed by this because we don't lose any friendship with him. There actually are no dialogue options or anything, and no effect on friendship with this cutscene. Unfortunately, this is a bit of a sadder cutscene, and Shane says something that he does regret and makes Jazz sad, but we will be giving a gift to Jazz. We have a fairy rose, which is a loved gift, so hopefully that cheers her up a bit. It will give us some friendship points with her at the very least. And it looks like Shane is actually nowhere to be found, because that cutscene actually is triggered without Shane even being home. I do believe it is 7 p.m., so he is most likely at the saloon, so we will head on to the saloon because we do have a hot pepper for him, as well as a frozen tier, which was a bulletin board quest that we can fulfill. We will go ahead and enter the saloon, where we are met with a cutscene, and this is Clint's 3-heart cutscene, which can be activated by going into the saloon between 7 p.m. and 11 p.m. on a Monday. Clint is having some difficulties talking to Emily, and we will be met with 4 dialogue options. I choose Just Act Natural, Be Yourself, which is actually the worst choice. I didn't bother looking it up. This just seemed like the appropriate answer, but I guess it was wrong. Just Act Natural, Be Yourself is no effect on friendship, while the first 2 options of Impress Women with Your Strength and Charm or Act Crazy to keep people guessing would both give plus 25 friendship points with Clint. And the final option, which is the best option, saying Treat Women the Same as Men, gives 50 points of friendship with Clint. At least the missed 50 points won't be too big of a deal for us because we are pretty high of a friendship level with Clint. And we do head into the saloon now, and we will be going right over to Shane to give him a hot pepper, which is a loved gift, and then the frozen tier to fulfill the bulletin board quest. I was also hoping to give Leia a gift, but she is not at the saloon, unfortunately. I believe she is at her ranch, and we can't even enter her ranch because we don't have 2 hearts with her yet, but that's alright. Her birthday is coming up, so that will help. And we do head into the sewers to give Krobus a pumpkin, and we will also try to catch the mutant carp. We have 6 hours left in the day, so there is no way we should not catch it. It only has a 10% bite rate, but with the curiosity lure, it does go up to a 20%, so a 1 out of 5 chance to hook the mutant carp. And right here, I did grab some quest reward money and sold some cheese to get approximately 1000 G, because I was thinking that the Statue of Uncertainty right here costed only 1000 G, but I was definitely wrong. It costs 10,000 G, and I was just hoping to switch to the artisan sell bonus profession because we won't be planting anything more this year, and we will be needing that for when we sell all of our starfruit wine, so that's alright. We'll just grab that another day, but for now, while we're here, we will go for the mutant carp. It should not be too hard to catch, but I will eat the Dish of the Sea here, just in case, for a +3 fishing buff, and keep catching some trash or carp until I will finally be able to hook it in. And we will get a bite here. Let's see what it is. It is the legendary Mutant Carp, so that's nice. As you can see, it isn't really all that hard to catch. We got pretty lucky and its movement was pretty non-erratic, and we actually got a perfect catch on it, which is another reason I did not want to restart this day, because a perfect legendary fish is cool, I guess. It's just a little bit more worth selling, but I don't probably want to sell it. I probably want to keep it as a trophy. But anyway, the main reason we caught that was to check another fish off of the catch every fish list, and now we actually caught all of the fish we can catch with our fishing rod. Now we just need 2 more from the crab pots, the crab, and the lobster. After dropping some items off at the farm, we will head over to the regular mines because we did pick up the Danger in the Deep quest from the Golden Walnut Room earlier today, and that does get activated right away. As you'll see, we can't use the elevator here, and we will have to make it all the way to floor 120 with the mines in a much harder state. As you can see, the visuals have definitely changed. The first floors here are almost like a deep sea sort of underwater vibe to it, and along with the visual changes, and more importantly, the enemies here are very different. The enemies are much tougher than usual, and there's also a bigger variety of enemies. The rocks are also a bit tougher to mine. Some of them take more hits, like the ore nodes, and getting down will just be overall a little bit tougher than getting down in the regular mines. We did manage to have some pretty good luck and get some staircases pretty quickly right off the bat here in the mines, and I will, as often as I can, slay the enemies to get the speed boost, plus the napalm ring explosion, which will destroy the nearby rocks, giving more chances for staircases to spawn, which is always nice. I will often target the bugs because they can usually be instant slayed almost, and we do get the monster slayer goal for the bugs, where we had to slay 125 of them, which does include both the flying bugs and the grubs, and the reward for that is the insect head, which is just a weapon. It's a sword type weapon, and it's not very good compared to the late game gear we have now, so the reward won't be useful for us at all, but that's okay. We do have the galaxy hammer, which is plenty sufficient for us. We don't need anything better than this unless we decide to get the iridium needle eventually, which can be found as a rare drop in the Danger in the Deep mine, so maybe we'll end up getting that. Something that is pretty nice about the ocean floors here is you can get some beach forageables that spawn. We'll see some later, including the rainbow shell, which is nice because that is needed in the key casino quest line, and normally it can only be found in the summer on the beach, and also the nautilus shell, which of course is needed in a community center bundle, and that can only be found on the beach in winter. Of course, these items can be found earlier from the traveling card, but it is still nice that you can come across them here in the mines. But anyway, we will just continue down in the mines here and try to get as far as we can. It is 12 a.m. I would set a goal at probably floor 10, because remember, we have to get to multiples of 5 to get the elevator checkpoint, and I don't think we'll be able to get all the way to floor 15 because I'm not using bombs or staircases or anything like that, so hopefully we can make it to floor 10. I think we should, and then if we have any time after that, we'll just mine just to get some more resources and enemy slays and all that stuff. I will talk a lot more about the Danger in the Deep quest in the next video, where we will try to get down as far as we can in one single super luck day. As usual, I will provide my tips and tricks and explain my strategies to the best of my ability, and if you are looking forward to that, and future content as well, please consider subscribing so you can be sure to see it all when it comes out, and feel free to leave a comment with anything you would like to share. Perhaps you could share what your favorite ring combinations are. Mine would have to be my current ring combinations of the Iridium Band plus Lucky Ring, which are just a nice general ring to have on, and then the monster slaying rings, as I call them, which include the Napalm Ring, Burglar Ring, Hot Java Ring, and Savage Ring, which all give a nice bonus whenever an enemy is slain. As always, thank you for watching, and goodbye.